Hey guys, welcome. Dr. Lisa here. Thank you so much for taking me up on this last minute challenge, this end of Q4 challenge. If you've been in the Mind Body Brand Academy, if you've been in the Goddess Wisdom Mastermind, in fact, you're probably here because you were and you saw me make that announcement about it. Maybe you followed my event. We have events over there. Then you know that I like to push you out of your comfort zone. And right now, a holiday funnel, I think, is the perfect way to do that. So if you did not see that video over in the Goddess Wisdom Mastermind, underneath this video, you have the introduction information, and go get into that group and go look at my video about the funnel, okay? The holiday funnel, making a holiday funnel so that you get the background on what we're doing here. If you did, then that's why you're here, okay? And I would assume you have an ideal client already in your head. Maybe you already have a general opt-in to your email. This particular challenge is for 30 days to beginning today, the 20th of November 2019, into the 20th through the 20th of December 2019. But this challenge, I'm going to talk to you and give you 5 videos, one each day, for the first 5 days, with my hope that in the first 7, you can have your holiday funnel. So what is a funnel? Well, to get access to this little mini, little mini challenge, I had you download a freebie that I give just to give an introduction to funnels and to give a little bit of marketing mindset and to get you out of your own way in your headspace a little bit. And that was purposely because so much of what we don't do in showing up, which is really what marketing is, and for asking our value, which is really what sales is, in exchange so that we can do the work we want to do, is about us personally getting out of our own way for one reason or another. So you have that course. In fact, if you're completely overwhelmed and you ended up here and maybe it's a little too much because you don't quite know your avatar, then just spend some time in those modules getting that dripped and take this into New Year's challenge, right? No reason why you can't use this for New Year's, okay? Same basic information. But the idea is to get the funnel for a holiday specific conversation and get yourself 100 new names on your email list, 100 new fans, potential prospects. As soon as they opt in, they're a prospect for a sale, into your conversations. You're inviting them into the house, okay? So the way you win this challenge is you look at one of these videos. This is going to be the longest one because it's the intro, okay? This is day 1, and for 5 days, I'm going to give you a little video. They'll be short. This, like I said, is the longest one, and you'll get a little assignment, and you'll do the assignment. That's it. And if you have any questions, you'll put it in the forum underneath here. You'll put it in the questions underneath here. I'm sure somebody else looking at this, they may not write anything, but they may be very happy that you put this question here. I will answer it so that everybody can read it. If you have something specific, look underneath, Lisa@Belly Guru. Directly send me an email. If you send an email to the general question, it's going to go to info@Belly Guru, and right now that will maybe take a day to get to me. But either way, get yourself a question to me and I will answer it. If it's a little bit you don't feel comfortable putting it in open access, that's fine, because these questions will stay here in this mini course. I may close this down, may open it up, but you'll always have access with having it in this other course, okay? So that's really all you have to do. You have to take me up on that. How do you win the challenge? Well, here's the thing. And what do you win? What you win is an hour strategizing with me. And the value of that is important because here's the deal. I've been doing this on my own, direct to market, direct to public, in an area where normally people would be saying, let me give you your insurance card. So it was a little bit different sale, but being creative since 2005. In fact, if I had to think about it, I always was doing something a little out of the box, bringing in something, but not necessarily always getting paid for that. And once I started my business, Belly Guru, I just kind of took away all my brain hat of being a licensed healthcare provider, because we're really not trained in that. And I got really good at having a brand. I was the belly guru, and I spoke as the belly guru, and I had this little niche, and I did a lot with, at the time, there wasn't, really YouTube. I think YouTube didn't start to 2006, and I remember seeing it at first and wanting to do videos, but videos were expensive. So I've really sort of grown up with this. And while I will be the first to tell you, I don't necessarily always implement the systems as much as I should have. In fact, that's one of the big reasons why I have the Mind Body Brand Academy, is because I did not have a mentor when I'd get in my own way who was doing things literally in the lifestyle I wanted. Part-time, optimize that, be there, working in a realm that was a new market, but with my hat of a professionalism that was an old market. I don't want you to get into that. I don't want you to get into that rut and end up with a really expensive hobby, which is what I had for way too many years, to the point that I could not grow in the direction I want to grow when I saw this other opportunity for mentorship open up for me, because I had been one of the first people doing that. So I want you to have those avenues for, multiple avenues of revenue. I want you to be able to utilize, I want you to be able to plant the right seeds. And this holiday funnel, I'm introducing you into the concept of having these seasonal little ways that you tweak what you do. This holiday funnel, this last push, will put you in a better position to have those bigger conversations you're wanting to have in January, in the new year, okay? So all you have to do is do what I'm going to talk to you about in 1 second. Obviously, watch the video for the day, do whatever the little action says to do, contact me if you're in trouble, and we'll get you through, and we'll get you a little holiday-specific funnel. Or maybe it'll even give you your first funnel, and you can just try to take advantage of the psyche of this time. All right, so day one, okay? So all of that was introduction. Day one. Day one, what I want you to do, if you don't know what an avatar is, I'm sure at this point, if you're even with me, you know what it is. So I'm going to talk to the people that know what it is. And if you don't know what it is, you somehow landed here, believe me, it was meant to be, but you need to email me, okay? We need to have a little conversation. But for those of you who have your ideal customer, I want you to think of being in their head right now. And I'm just going to assume it's a woman, because most of us in my collective are, because I work a lot with women, and you attract what you know, but it might be children, it might be men. But I'm gonna challenge you to think about who actually convinces these people to buy what you want to sell. 99% of the time it's probably the lady, okay? Because we're all into wellness and health and body and holistic and things like that. So I'm going to speak from that, but by all means, I'm not. If you have a question in terms of how you'd make it for a different population, please do email me. But I want you to get into her psyche right now, or their psyche right now, not to be non-binary. I don't want to get into trouble. Get into their psyche right now. Where are they 5 weeks out, 6 weeks out from the new year? What's their life like? What's going on in their families day to day? What's going on with them, with their main issue, which is the bigger conversation that you help people with. And I want you to think about right now, what's the biggest excuse your avatar, your MVP, your ideal soulmate customer makes for not having achieved their most favorite or desirable outcome they had in the beginning of 2019 or last year this time, or what's going on right now? What's the main thing? So let's just say right now, what's their current belief about their ability or their inability to achieve what they really should not give up on for 2019 yet, or what they really are desiring to say, fine, this has to be the last year that I go without this or that, and they're really prioritizing it for 2020. Because this is a reverse engineer conversation. We're taking where you want to be talking in January, February, Q1, and we're saying what's on their mind that could prep them. You are meeting them where they're at. That's what's important, a skill to know. If you're in the Mind Body Brand Academy, that's what we're talking about in module 6 and 7, right? And if you're not in that, I invite you to go over to the Goddess Wisdom Mastermind. The link is underneath in the post, and make sure you're part of that, because Sunday nights not every Sunday night, but a couple times a month, we'll go in and we'll dig into some of these things, and there's past videos there or conversations, and we're all supporting ourselves for that clarity. But right now, for this challenge to take advantage, you will be asked to push yourself to have that, okay? Because like I said, I don't even know if I finished that conversation. What you win is one-on-one time with me. And that's valuable because that one-on-one hour with me can make you a lot of money. So normally, if you're in the Mind Body Brand Academy, you get a discount working an hour or so with me on this brainstorming hour, or this consulting for your team or your marketing or your content calendar or something like that. You don't even get really access to that until you've worked a month program or so with me. So it could be a savings of anywhere from $150 if you get the network discount to $200, and you could use that for ads. You could use that. We could brainstorm. You could use that for ads, and you could really take advantage. But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do these homework assignments each and every night for the next 5 to 7 days. There's going to be 5 days that I come in and present you with something. Try not to fall behind, and if you do, and I know it's the worst time of the year, but it's exactly why you need to do it. Even if you're just going to make your first opt-in, it's not going to necessarily be for the holidays. If you're going to use this, you need to do it if you're serious about moving from a place of expensive hobby to a place of owning and scaling your business. And even if you're a one-person operator right now, or you only have an idea and a dream and you're on the fence and you're looking for some reasons why, the seeds you plant now will become your personal brand. And I really seriously, I say it all the time, say it again. I cannot express to you how important having established that personal brand has been for me to be able to optimize my time when there's been tremendous shifts in my personal life that did not afford me the mental energy, the physical energy, the financial ability to do what I had very well planned doing back in 2016 into 17. And that was even after my shift of understanding the wrongs I did from 2005 to really 2013. So, save yourself some later on problems. And if you're having a hard time prioritizing this for the week, I'm just going to give you a little self-care right now. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to just listen to me. And I want you to, after you've done your work or tried to do your work, or if you get stuck and you're finding yourself, your mind someplace else, you can't understand what the current beliefs are of your person, you don't know what their biggest excuse is right now, and you cannot complete this assignment. Or if you're just having a hard time putting the time in your mind for the next 5 days together, do this exercise. Close your eyes and listen to me. I want you to visualize your life, your business in 5 years. Your idea being launched and becoming a business in 5 years. Your idea as an employee, how it grows you and what your position is and where you've propelled yourself in that other organization in 5 years because you're doing this right now. Because you make a platform, because you make a voice, because you have your own audience. What leverage will that give you in 5 years, and how does that life look like? Because if you're saying that if you were to even take the next 5 days and say, I'm not doing bedtime duty, and there's going to be stress and there's going to be this and that, and you wean them off, maybe do half and half with your partner, or sleep an hour less and do this in the mornings, or go, even if you're exhausted or whatever, what I'm saying to you is, if you were to really propel your conversation because you did that this week, is everyone going to be really at a detriment where that person you are and the life you're living in 5 years can't make up for it? I'm being serious here. Because I'm telling you something, if you start making more money, in 5 years, you will never need to be doing this. This will be somebody else's job in your organization. You will be able to have a clear enough mind and free enough where you're shooting 10 of these seasonal opt-ins and taking advantage of every opportunity that comes your way and every gap you see to make it a revenue stream. And you will have a team to do it, but you've got to get there. Or else you're always going to have that glass ceiling of, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough. Of course you don't, because you're not making the time and the dedication, and you have a story in your head. And believe me, that's why we go through the first 4 modules of Mind Body Brand Academy, and why I say, here's that other course I had you download to get access to this, because maybe you need to stay there. Maybe you're realizing, hearing this right now, you need to stay there, and that's okay. Maybe you need to do a Mind Body Brand Academy round. We're doing the late winter and into the fall. But right now, what you can do is do this exercise, and I want you to write that down. I want you to write that down. So I guess you got 2 assignments for the first day. Okay? You need to know what the biggest excuses are for your avatar, what their current beliefs are right now in the conversation of why they can't work with you, why they can't, what could you give them right now? For example, if they had carpal tunnel pain or arm pain or numbness in their hands, and holiday gift wrapping is going to be atrocious, it is every year, how do you fit into that conversation, and what could they download right now that they would want enough to be in that conversation with you through some emails? Because at the end of the week, we're going to be making, right through this process, we're going to be making the complete funnel from the beginning to the end. If you need to look at my download in the coursework for this mini course that you downloaded, this is just one section, this little challenge, then go on over to your intro, and you should be able to get the link for the work by Cheryl Coco, who is the main marketer, the chief executive marketer for Royalty, which is the platform that I love to help launch people on. Now, the thing about Royalty, I'm not going to get into it now, is it doesn't work by itself. So you need these skills. Nothing's magic. They'll sell you the magic, but nothing's magic. But it is a great opportunity for a very low price to do what a lot of people are selling you for a very much higher price when you're not ready. But you got to do this work. So use this week, do this work, make this little holiday funnel, and what you will win, if you get over 25 people, you're entered in to get that hour of time with me, or let's optimize it. Let's make that be the wonderful launch for your January. And I don't know. What are you going to do with that money, right? Hire in somebody. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon. See you tomorrow.